Hi everybody, Jason Hughes here, and this is Born to Entertain, right here at the Hughes Brothers Theater in Branson, Missouri. Once again, we're super excited to be here, and today we have these three good-looking young guys to be interviewed. You can tell they're super excited. So, tell us your names, you guys.
My name's Samuel.
My name is Jonas.
My name is George.
All right. Be sure to speak real loud, guys, so everybody can really hear you, all right?
Okay.
All right. Good deal. Now, Samuel, who's your dad?
Marty.
And your mom?
Cindy.
And your mom and dad, Jonas?
Ryan and Karina.
And George?
Jason and Mara.
I'm your dad? Yeah. It's kind of frightening, huh? Yeah. Okay, so now where do you fit in your family? Do you know? What number are you? You're one out of 15 kids, but where do you fit in the family?
12.
He thinks he's 12.
It's 13.
I don't
No.
know. I think he is 12.
Because there's 3 under me.
It's
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, see.
So I'm the...
We're going to have this debate afterwards, but I believe you're number 12 too. Now, Jonas, where are
I'm the 5th.
you're number 5 out of how many kids?
7.
7. And George, where do you
6.
out of how out of 10? Yeah. Now, you guys are pretty close in age, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like a year older than him, and he's like 3 months.
He's 3 months older than you, and you're a year
9
older.
months older than me, and I'm 1 year
Yeah.
older than him.
Yeah. Remember to speak out loud, guys, because we want everyone out there to hear you. Yeah. So now, when you're with you guys have been performing all of your lives, right?
Yeah.
And were you all baby Jesus at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah. And performing in the show, what's your favorite thing to do in the show?
His brother's
Sing.
kids.
Sing? So
Wait.
you like Hughes Brothers
oh,
Kids?
I like
I like
singing.
the song
I like
Sing.
singing.
Oh, you like sing even though you're not in it.
No,
No, I am.
You are in it.
I'm
I
on the
like
bridge
sing.
at the end.
You
I
like
just like singing.
you just like singing, period.
Yeah, I know.
And you like the song Sing,
Yeah.
and you like Hughes Brothers Kids. All right. There you go.
Wait, does that count?
I think anything counts. You can say whatever you want here, and it counts. So, so you guys, do you like doing the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We already talked about what you like the most, but what other things do you like doing in the show? Singing is one thing, right?
Dancing.
Yeah, I dance.
Do you guys,
Performing for the audience.
do you guys all do the poi balls?
No,
I'm
only
the
him.
only
I'm learning.
I'm the only one that does the poi balls.
I know the
Sammy
first
is a
one.
fill-in.
He's a fill-in. I don't know how many of you out there know what poi balls are, but they're those Polynesian balls that they flip around and stuff. And they've got some cool ones because they're LED and they light up in the show. Pretty cool. But
All
see
of them
them.
are out of batteries right
And
now.
you can't even see them with the lights on the stage,
yeah.
too.
So what do you dislike the most about being in the show?
Probably costume changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would attest that that's true,
Agreed.
that they don't like costume changing. So, and probably even more than that, you probably dislike hanging your costume up after changing, huh?
Oh no, I
hate-
kind of
I hate-
enjoy that.
I hate that part. I hate hanging up my clothes.
Because like in between the songs, when you have not much to do, when you hang it up, you can like kind of like organize your stuff on the hanger. So something
You can
like
tell
that.
just by the way you're dressed that you're kind of the organized guy out of these three.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like,
My mom,
yeah,
she
well,
really cares about like what
It's-
I wear all
Yeah.
the time.
it's your mom. It's
she's
your
like,
mom because
"We're
she
going
cares.
to a restaurant, and it's like Wendy's, and she or like Cece's Pizza that one time, and she like had to make me wear like really nice clothes, and I'm like, why?
Why?
Why? Because you're going to a restaurant. You're going out, right? So you got to look good.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Now, so when you're backstage, what are some of the things you like doing backstage that are not necessarily a part of the show, but what other things do you like doing
After the
backstage?
show, playing football.
You guys play football after the
Yeah,
show?
Or
sometimes?
knockout.
Basketball.
Yeah, football's better.
Yeah, football's better.
We do that in the actual football season, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time of year
I don't
you're
really
more
care.
shooting hoops, huh?
Which
Yeah.
season we do it in.
Yeah. So do you guys like to when you're at home, what kinds of things do you like doing at home?
Get in the forest.
Yeah, going
Doing
in the
what?
forest.
Get in the forest.
Okay.
Getting in the forest?
Yeah, being
Going in the
I think
being in
all
the
of us
forest.
agree
You
on
don't
that.
you like being in the forest or just getting into the forest?
Being in the forest.
Yeah. Exploring.
Yeah.
Exploring
Making forts.
and making
yeah.
forts?
I like playing with Legos, reading books, and yeah.
And that's
And
it?
that too.
That's
And
it?
that too.
Just Legos and reading books?
I like helping
And
my
running
mom
through the
clean
forest.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So you guys prefer having clothes on when you run through the forest? Yeah, I figured maybe. Because some boys like to, take their shirts off and run like wild.
Yeah,
But you
we
boys
don't
are
do
shirts
that.
on kind of boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
We climb trees and all that stuff.
So how many
forts.
times have you ever had a tick
Yeah. One time
yeah.
we
I've
were
had
in
like
your
200 a
forest.
year.
in the forest behind my house? That's my forest.
Yeah. And we found I don't know if ticks
Yeah.
can have nests, but
Yeah, the
there
last
were
time they
like
came to our house,
about
we
over
found
100
like
I had
ticks.
like 15 ticks.
We
And,
found like a tick
and
nest.
both my shoes
Oh,
combined.
you found a tick nest or they found you?
No,
we found them.
Well, they found it. I went
We
up
were
to
just
get
sitting
Garrison.
down, and then there's like a bunch
because
of
he
ticks.
was.
And then
right behind us.
we found a ton of ticks.
Yeah.
Crawling around. Then we
Sounds
moved.
to me more like the ticks found you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it found.
but then we moved the
won't find
leaves and we found a ton of giant ticks with white spots.
So
on
now I've seen
it.
something. You guys like to build stuff, right?
Yeah.
them. Uh-huh.
So tell me some of the stuff you've built, Sammy.
We've built forts. I don't know how to explain it, but we built like a hut out in our forest. We're building a teepee out in our forest, and I think that's all.
A teepee and a hut
I,
and forts. And George, what kind of things do you build?
a lot of stuff. I can name them all.
He even made a little grill.
Yeah.
And like
I made
little
a little
Chinese
grill.
stars, a little
I made
Chinese target star.
Yeah, you make all sorts of weapons, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you made a ball and chain
made
the
a
other day,
mace.
and numchucks. And
Yeah.
Yeah. And a mace.
He made
Yes.
a mace.
A mace. That's right. The ball and chain, a mace. Yeah.
Crazy mace.
I just
and
call it a
Chinese
ball and
stars.
chain. They actually
I
know that
gave
it's called a mace.
I gave George the.
I always think mace is that stuff you spray in people's faces when
I
they're
I don't
trying
even know
to
gave
kidnap you.
George. I gave George the idea of putting spikes out of that
Yeah, but
mace.
how are you
Yeah.
gonna
I-
do it?
Yeah,
You
I'm
need
not
really
doing that.
long.
I have a feeling you guys will figure it out. Figure out what to make it more dangerous for sure, probably.
Yeah. Make a metal ball.
Yeah.
So tell me about your grill. How'd you make that grill?
With a soda can.
So what? You made a grill out of a soda can?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
watched
it's a little
the.
portable grill that can fit
Yeah.
one hot dog on it.
So
He,
what did you do? Cut the can in half,
Yeah.
and then what?
Yeah, he like made
Then-
like
then he like screwed it on with like
We-
round
I think
things.
he should explain it because he made it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe so. Go ahead, George. Go ahead and figure it out.
He took screws and cut off the screw part, but it was like circles on the top, and we put it in holes in the can,
Uh huh.
2 sides, and then we could open it, and then out of metal bars, we made,
Is that the grill part?
yeah,
The little metal bars?
Just more like a
Yeah.
lot.
And so how many do you put charcoal in it, like briquettes? How many
Yeah.
do you think you could fit in there?
Probably about two.
Two?
one.
Two briquettes?
Well, you
And
could
just
fit two
enough to
little
cook a hot
pools.
dog?
You could fit 2 little pools like that. 'Cause it's
Okay.
about that long.
Boy, that sounds pretty exciting. So what other things are you guys into? You guys are all 3 scouts, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're into marshmallow wars with
Yeah.
pipes that we blow
Yeah.
the marshmallows out. We played
Yeah,
it
we
yesterday.
did it
Oh, yeah.
yesterday.
Marshmallow war?
There were a ton of rounds. My brother and I.
Rounds.
They
It
won
was
the
a round of
We-
marshmallow?
They won the
Us.
most.
Noah's
We
one
won
of
the
the
second
youngest
most.
in the.
Yeah, he is the youngest in
They
there.
like both.
Yeah,
Noah
he was the
did.
youngest.
Noah
and
did.
Who is
Third
Noah,
grade.
you guys? These folks, some of them don't know who Noah is.
It's his younger brother.
My brother
Is the
my
one
younger
right
brother.
below him.
Right.
He's the 13th.
Right.
Yeah, he was my partner. There was teams of 4.
There are 4 teams of
4
2.
teams of 2. Okay, whatever. but me and Noah won the most. We won 6 times.
Yeah.
Oh,
we won
yeah.
4.
So how do you win, though?
Get everybody
Get
out.
everyone out.
Do you get them out by just hitting them?
Yeah.
If you shoot them, then they have to lay down,
on the floor,
and then
and if your teameate's laying down on the floor and your other teammate comes and tags you, you can get back
Yeah.
up.
So then you have to practice that Boy Scout honesty thing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes they
We-
might
we
wonder
did
if you
that.
really hit them or not, huh?
Andy was watching.
Oh,
Yeah.
Uncle Andy was watching.
If I get
Yeah.
hit,
He was
I don't
there.
even try to lie to not get hit because like there's a
I
lot of
don't-
people around.
I don't
so.
really care. And most of the
Yeah.
times I got hit, I didn't get hit by anybody else except from Sammy.
Well,
George is
that
older
sounds
than me, and
that sounds
I'm
like quite an
surprised at it.
adventure. So how about school, you guys? Do you guys like doing schoolwork?
No.
Kind of.
No.
No,
like
no,
doing
no,
the
and
read-
kind of.
I like doing like the reading
Well,
part
kind
and
of.
then,
Yeah.
and, like
I'm
the math, but I don't really care much for like
Reading and math. What else is there?
I don't know like science. And,
Which
like,
is reading and math.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like climbing trees and
I like.
reading books up there.
You like to read
Yeah,
books
that-
in trees.
Yeah.
That's
On
kind of
trees.
chilling.
The tree that
On-
you always say that you want to
Is it
cut
on the
down
tree?
in the back of the
Is
yard
it technically in or on the tree? I
Not-
think you're
not in.
when you climb a tree, you're in the tree. And I think that.
I mean,
anyway.
you
Let's climb up to the very top and on top.
and like dig a hole in the middle of it.
You got
We
it.
I
You guys think you actually have to be inside
George
the
and
tree
me
to be in the
and
tree?
my older brother Benjamin climbed a tree that had an owl's nest in it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
been there since.
We have a.
Was there an owl in it?
No.
No.
How do
it's
you know it
it's
was an
been
owl's nest?
It
abandoned.
was like huge.
Because the
It was
boys
like that big.
found it and it had owl
eggs.
eggs in it.
Oh.
A long time ago is what
It
Benjamin
was
said.
abandoned.
Incubated
Huh?
them and
That's
see if
pretty
they
cool.
can still-
We
So
weren't there
have
when
your
it
older
happened,
brothers
though.
taught you
Yeah.
guys some lots of things to do in the forest? Then
Yeah.
is that
Uh-huh.
is that why you guys are into running around in the forest?
Really? I go like super far
Yeah,
from
I
our
do
house until we
I've-
can't see our house.
I went down to the creek with Jesse.
I don't know if we want to be telling everyone that, but
Wait, what?
it's okay. You-
I go really
Far into the forest.
away from our house.
Yeah.
And then I come
Far
back.
into the forest. They're off.
We
Yes.
build a
It's like
path.
the you're like Christopher Robin,
Yeah.
running in the forest,
I guess.
only without poo.
Me, yeah. me and my older brother, Jacob. We were out. We go out in the forest and build bow and arrows
Mm.
out of sticks and with rock arrowheads. And
Huh.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So, trying to think, what's your favorite food?
I can't tell. Bulgogi.
Kogi?
Oh,
It's
that's so
a
good.
It's a Korean
meat.
beef meat, spicy
so
meat.
good.
It's
It's so
really
good.
yummy.
That's my favorite
What's
kind
what's
of
your
meat.
favorite?
It's pretty easy. It's lasagna.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to
that's
say
my
that
favorite.
Oh,
That's
because
my
lasagna
Oh, that
is
answered two
really.
questions in one.
Lasagna is my second favorite.
how about your favorite color? What's your favorite color?
Blue,
Um,
light blue.
Jonas?
Aquamarine.
probably silver.
Silver. Okay,
Green.
green.
Because
All right.
it's a Slytherin color.
It's a Slytherin. You're into. You like the Harry Potter. Yeah.
I love.
I do
Harry-
too.
I'm
I'm actually reading the
decent
third book
with
right
Yeah,
now.
he's in the third book.
I just started it today.
I've only seen the
Yeah,
first
last
movie.
time he came to our house, we went to the
I'm not into Harry Potter.
window seat and we were all reading books there.
Well,
Sammy.
that sounds pretty exciting.
I'm into like
So, what's your favorite show that you've seen in Branson besides ours?
I haven't
Rick
seen
Thomas.
mine. I don't know.
that's hard to say.
What shows have you seen in Branson?
Not very many.
Reza,
You saw Reza,
Rick Thomas.
Rick Thomas.
I think probably the Andy Williams
I've seen Andy
Christmas
Williams'
show.
Christmas show.
No, that
I've
was
never
pretty good,
seen
huh?
that.
You haven't?
Yeah, you
I
did.
have.
Yeah, I remember
That
that.
one-
I've gone
You
to.
were sitting in the seat next to me, Sam.
That one's really cool with like the ice skating, but
Yeah.
not really on ice.
Oh yeah, I have.
Weird.
Yeah, that in the Rick Thomas's theater.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's
So,
the Andy
Yeah,
Do-
that was probably.
do any of
my
you guys
favorite.
have a girlfriend?
No.
No. That's
I'm
not
probably the
That
least.
is not surprising to me.
Well,
That
Let's see here. So, what size shoes do you wear?
I should be in fours, but I don't wear fours.
I wear fours.
I'm supposed to be
I
in
wear
twos
fours,
right
but
now.
I probably have the biggest feet out
I'm
of all
supposed to
these.
be in twos
Out of
right
all
now,
them.
but
Yeah,
ones still kind of fit me, but twos are more comfortable, so I guess I'm in twos or ones.
okay.
Oh, you guys are a hoot. Well, do we have anyone saying anything out there? And
Well, Tina Marie Norton Mayfield says hi, guys.
hey,
And
Tina.
Ryan Hughes and Karina Hughes said, hey, William.
William.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't want to hear that, but sorry, William. I'm sorry. He did. He said, hey, they said, hey, William.
Yeah, so they were confused that this is
Yeah,
William is their oldest son.
yeah. Well, William is watching.
Oh,
as
William's
well.
watching as
Yeah.
well. Oh,
Yeah,
so
William is watching. So they're
and-
saying hey to William.
oh, that's fun.
Leaving Jonas out, that's
Oh.
okay. And, Stephanie Yates is watching.
Hey,
and
Steph.
KD is watching, and Randy Luna is
Hey,
watching.
Randy.
Yeah, and guess who else from Hawaii is watching?
Oh, I would get.
David and Shelby.
Shelby. You guys knew that.
Oh, and what's her
Sailor.
name? Sailor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet
What
so.
is?
I can't remember.
lots of cousins and uncles and everybody, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
I can't remember their other kid's name.
So, who's your best friend?
Them two.
Yeah.
Jonas, who's your best friend?
Well, do you mean like in like cousins count or like?
Cousins count if they're your
Okay.
best friends.
Then I have like a lot of them.
Them
Probably
two
us too.
and Noah.
Yeah, and you'd include Noah,
Yeah.
just the one that's just younger than you guys.
Yeah.
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 Awesome. Well, you guys, thanks for doing this interview today, and thanks everybody for hanging with us today and to get to know Samuel and Jonas and George a little more. These boys, if you haven't ever had a chance to see them on stage, you would, after watching this interview, you'd be very, very surprised with what you see on stage. So anyway, thanks everybody. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.